Uh-oh, you know what that sound means. It means it's lunch talk time.
Welcome to the all-new Lunch Talk Show with Mike and Star Carter.
This show will discuss relationship, family, celebrity news, and much, much more.
So stay tuned, because you never know what the Lunch Talk crew is serving up every Friday. What the business is, Lunch Talk family? How y'all doing today on this lovely Friday?
What's going on, Lunch Talk? How's everybody doing?
Well, I was like, what? I told you we probably need to start filming, because that would have been hilarious. They were like, what? Anyway, I throw it off.
Yeah, but anyway.
Did I throw you off? Because you used to be saying, Happy Monday, Happy Friday, Happy Friday. How you doing today, Mr. Carter?
Like, okay. So y'all can tell that we do this live right off the hip, nothing rehearsed. We just come on the air and give y'all a little something for the people.
I did not go to, what you call it, broadcasting school, so I ain't never did this for no living. So
I know, right? It's all fun, baby. It's all
we
fun.
We just have a little fun. So I hope you all have had a great week, because this is the end of the week, and
ready for the weekend, yeah. Oh, yeah. Boy, the last month went by so quick. I mean, golly.
We're 5 months in, so it don't seem like we should be 5 months in, but we are. And tomorrow, I have 18-year-old.
Oh, yeah. It's her birthday, yes. Yep. Look, Khalil. Boy, I tell you, remember when me and him first met? Boy,
yeah.
He was swinging on my arm and everything.
Try it now.
And now he's a guy taller than me with a thicker mustache.
And he wears a size 13 shoe.
I know, right? Boy,
don't
kids,
forget about that.
They grow up quick, boy. They grow up really quick. They grow up quick on us, guys. So enjoy your babies while you got them, because before you know it, they're going to be teenagers.
Oh, yeah. And for all you Star Wars fans, May the 4th be with you.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
May 4th.
A little catchy little something.
Yeah. So May the 4th be with you, all the Star Wars fans. So May 4th is also Star Wars Day. So that's why Khalil really loved it, because he's a Star Wars fan.
He's a big fan.
Yeah, so he wears a little clothes, and then it's his birthday. So we'll see if he dress up for this one. And also for y'all people that out there that likes to garden, y'all like to get out there and do a little planting, May 4th is also World Naked Garden Day.
World Naked Garden Day. Okay.
Hey, Google it.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, World Naked Garden Day.
And and they actually got a hashtag, and it's hashtag WNGD. So if you put in the hashtag WNGD, this stands for World Naked Garden Day, you can see some naked people out there in the garden.
Wow.
I actually saw it today. They ain't showing nothing. They got personal parts covered up
like bleeped out or whatever. Yeah. Okay. Wow.
You know,
that's a way to do your gardening, right?
No, a lot of not bleeped out, baby. They got plants or something.
Oh, okay. I thought they had the little bleep. You know how they use
they got,
conceal things.
They got a plant or something in the way of the boobies and the penises, and now they letting the butts out. They ain't really hiding their butts.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. But can you imagine going out your front door and seeing your neighbor? Butt naked, because he's actually, he's involved in this naked gardening thing. Yeah. And he's out there.
How about if it was a national thing and it was okay for everybody to do it?
Could you imagine? Wow. You'll have that'll be an interesting day that day. Yeah. Interesting.
Right.
Yeah. Interesting. Boy, I tell you. And I would love to get my own garden, not doing it the naked way, but I would like to get.
What do you got going on?
Yeah, I would like to get my own garden, but babe, I can't grow. Man, anything I try to grow will die so quickly. I can't grow. My thumb is purple. It's supposed to be green. Yeah,
I can't. The same way.
I can't grow anything.
It's amazing how we both are good with plants. So.
I know, but I would love to have a garden, grow your own vegetables. Have everything you need right there. Save a little money.
But would you do it naked if
we
had a private area where can nobody see in?
Well, just had everything fenced in and just me and my baby out there. I might flash a couple or something.
That was not the right answer. And you might be like, no, honey, I don't care if we do have privacy hedges.
Fenced in, everything.
Yeah, there's no privacy hedges or whatever. No.
Yeah, well, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Leave your naked behind in the house. Nobody want to see your big old red pale behind. Need some sun.
Wow, y'all hear this, right? Wow, y'all hear this.
Y'all know my husband is yellow. If you haven't, you better go on the old YouTube videos when we was filming last year and check it out.
Yeah, but I can use a little sun.
That's all right. I love you.
I can use a little sun.
I love you. I love you like you are. Believe it. But so what you got for us today?
Well, babe, let's get it started.
What's one of the main dishes?
Okay, a little interesting little tidbit. You know how we do. We always start off with a little something we done heard that we think is, worthy of our listeners. And I love springing it on my baby at the last minute, so. That's the type of guy I am.
If y'all heard Monday's show, he sprung on me feces in our food.
I know, right? That was the guys that was sexually molesting animals.
Yeah. Bestiality.
Crazy.
Jesus.
But this was on a little more funnier note because, guys, this one is, like I said, I heard a little interesting tidbit. Okay, to all you parents out there, okay, this is the tidbit. Schools are starting to implement dress codes for parents. I get y'all wondering, remember back in the day when your mom used to come to school, for teacher, not teacher conference, but to pick you up or to come get you out of school, you in trouble or whatever, and they come up there with those half-torn robes, rollers in their hair, bedroom shoes, and stuff like that, embarrass you to the tip-top of festivity. You like, Mom, really? Or Grandma, really? You gonna come up here like that?
I'm gonna tell you though. My grandma, she ain't play that.
Oh, she did? Okay, she did play that.
My grandma used to be dressed like she going to church when it's time to go to school.
Oh, boy. Well, you were one of the lucky ones then.
My grandma used to dress, she even when she took me to school, because, she, being a reverend.
Yeah.
She wanted to keep her reverend
status up. Okay, that's understandable.
So that's why she always tried to look her best.
Yeah, that's understandable with that type of thing going on.
She was still driving before she had a stroke.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah.
My grandma didn't get caught dead out there without her teeth in her mouth.
All right. So, man, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Because school's saying that they don't want parents coming to school dressed inappropriately. They gave a list of them. Here's some of the things that they said. They said, no spandex, no short skirts, no, short shorts, no bathrobes, no wigs. Your hair has to be done, and things like that. They saying that the parents cannot come to school like that. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? And another question on that area is, if they did come to school, what would you do? Put the parents on punishment? I mean, what could you do? What could happen? I mean,
what's the reinforcement?
Yeah, what could you do? I mean, you can't take it out on the students, I don't think, can you?
Yeah.
So, but they are trying to implement dress codes for parents.
My opinion on this one is, you might remember this, everybody had the parent that came up there, like you said, either they look crazy, looking like they just got out the bed.
Got out the bed, rollers
somebody's
and everything.
Mother was over sexy. Coming to the school with shorts, like they're saying, short dresses, low cut blouses, and all that kind of stuff. And, because it happens. That's why. Now, here's the thing about trying to enforce it on the parents to have a certain dress code when you come to the school. Okay, check this. Now, when I had to take my son to school, if I was not getting ready to be somewhere, I'm just dropping him off, then yeah, I may come to the school with gym clothes on. I might come to the school with, just my, pajama top if I had on pajama. I'm not planning on getting out the car. You know what I'm saying?
I think they're talking about if you actually getting out, going into the school, like you picking them up, got to sign for them or whatever.
I wouldn't, if I know I got to go into school, it don't even have to be that long. If I'm just checking him out, dismissing him, I would at least put on a t-shirt and some pants or something. Like, even if it's on my day off, I would at least put on a t-shirt, some pants or whatever like that. I wouldn't look like I just got out the bed.
I see, you one of the good ones, babe. I'm talking about back in the day when I was coming up, guys. If you are in your 40s and above, I mean, guys, what we had to deal with. Our parents used to come up there, babe. I'm telling you, like I described in the first when we started. Hair rollers in their head, and they always had that one roll with the buttons missing that they used to try to hold together. come up there and cursing you out because you in trouble and you is embarrassed. And you like, Mom, really?
My son need to be here. Do you remember when we first got together? You probably don't know, I had a green, dress, it was a button up, oversized shirt, but for a woman. And my sister-in-law got me this shirt, probably 15 years ago. I held on to that shirt. I probably ain't had but 2 buttons on it.
2 buttons. Wow. Yeah,
and then it was ripped familiar, on one side.
Not with you, though. But I'm just saying with the parents, that sounds familiar.
And I think I just departed with that last year, maybe. I didn't want to let it go.
Yeah, it's comfortable. They don't get comfortable until they start missing a few buttons. It's
holy drawers.
Yeah, exactly. Comfortable. You got breathing room. Yeah. Breathing room.
The drawers went through trouble.
Yeah.
They stood the test of time.
Exactly. So and that's when they only get comfortable.
Yeah, that's why you got to honor that. That's why it's when you have shoes that's very comfortable. It's hard to break in new shoes.
Yes, it is. I'm telling you, bro. Because they don't start, like I said, they don't start wearing right. Nothing start wearing right until it's time to throw it away.
Yeah, really.
Basically, that's how it goes. But, guys, hit us up and let us know about that. Parents, should there be a dress code for parents when they come to school for their kids? Hit us up and let us know.
I feel like it's more or less how, I wouldn't want to embarrass my kid coming up to school looking any kind of way. It's just me because I think about the bullying and stuff like that. Kids got enough going on. They don't need to have to defend their parents because their parents coming up there to the school looking crazy. Do I think they gonna be able to enforce it? No.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. What can you do?
I don't think it's gonna be something that's gonna be enforced because you can't tell somebody how to dress. Maybe that might be all they have. As far as clothes, you don't know what their situation is. They might be all the clothes they have, for all you know. They might have been in a house fire. They clothes might be limited. So you can't just, I think that's going to be really bogus.
Yeah,
I don't think there's nothing going to come of that.
Yeah, it may not, but they are trying. Some schools are trying to enforce that rule, that a dress code for parents. When you're coming up there, you got to be up to par when you come up there. You
know what? Then if they do that at the schools, I think they ought to do it at Walmart too. Because I'm so tired of seeing people at Walmart with
Walmart is
awful. Them dirty Hello Kitty. If I see another pair of dirty Hello Kitties slippers, because they don't wear them slippers everywhere like they Reeboks.
Yeah, I know, right? And boy, don't forget the ones coming up there. You've seen a couple of things on YouTube about the crack shorts or the crack pants when all they buttocks is out and you see right down there crack and everybody coming up there, looking any kind of way like that. Oh my goodness. That is the funniest thing, boy. That is the funniest thing in the world. But, it's amazing. People do come out in public looking any kind of way.
Yeah. And most of the time they're at Walmart.
Oh, you see, Walmart is a show. You see a lot of things at Walmart.
Most of the time they're at Walmart. So
you see a lot of funny things at Walmart.
I think if the school got to do it, Walmart got to do it too. That's what I think Walmart's got to do it too.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
Because, boy, you see some things at Walmart. You see a lot of things at Walmart.
And to be honest with you, it's kind of got like a norm where people just want to be in their pajamas. They get these fuzzy pajamas with all these different pictures and everything on it. And then now they want everybody to see what they slept in. And their dirty Hello Kitty slippers are the ones with the slippers that look like emojis. They walk around and they wearing these and they dirty and they look nasty. And then, you got your hair wrapped up, like you said, in a scarf, like you just rolled out the bed, didn't even bother to brush your teeth. And don't get me wrong now, I done went to the store in, not necessarily pajama pants, but, like sweatpants, stuff like that. I done been to the store like that in the morning, going grocery shopping with a t-shirt on, and my Nike slides. But I ain't, finna go all the way around the whole store with just my pajama bottoms.
Yeah, just a quick run in and out or whatever. But yeah, we all done it. It's about comfort. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then, the main thing I would say, man, I got my woman. I'm married. I ain't trying to press nobody. You know, okay, it is what it is. But you got to realize something, guys. You are a representation of your mate. So if you out there looking bummy, you know what people saying? Oh, they must be shooting bad. I seen such and such at the store, and they was looking like a god awful mess.
Well, that might be the reason why that point you just made, babe, might be a reason why the school doing that, because you're a representation of your child.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true too. So that's a way of looking at it. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe that's the reason why the school is just trying to put a little more class and dignity in the schools, and you setting a good role model for your kid, you know, especially going out in a more professional area. I mean, it's a building for education, you know, at the school. So I would think that we would want to present ourselves in a way that, you know, mimics the way that we would like our kids to dress when they go out in public.
I agree with that. But, you know, hey, some parents, they don't look at it like that. They just say, hey, I'm just going up there to run in, run out, and boy, bring your butt on here. Let's go to the house. Let me sign this paper and get on up out of there.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's how a lot of them look at it. But, hey, you know, me, I'm like you. I try to look decent. You know, I'm not going to come out looking bummy. You know, I come out, you know, in jogging pants, like you say, or whatever, and a t-shirt. My t-shirt may have a few wrinkles in it because I'm not finna iron a shirt just to run in and out. You know, I mean, It is what it is. But, you know, I'm going to look clean. I'm going to look neat. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, you know, it just depends on, I think a lot of, it's your personality too. You know, how you want people to perceive you, how you want the public to perceive you. Because like I say, you know, people talk. When they see you looking bummy, that's the first thing they're going to say. That I seen such and such out there looking some kind of way, hair all over the world, and blah, 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 blah. So, you know, it just depends. You know, so, you know, guys, like we say, hit us up on that subject, guys.
All right. So, you know, I think not just, you know, coming to the schools and going out with your, you know, especially at the school, you know, you can go to Walmart with your butt hanging out your shorts. You know, when we talked about provocative dressing, I don't think it's appropriate at school to be having all your shorts up your butt cracking, especially in the summer times and the real short shorts where you know, you got camel toe. I mean, you know, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that's appropriate at the school. I don't.
Yeah.
It's not cool. It's kind of like Kevin Hart when he talking about his daddy came up to the school with no drawers on.
With no drawers.
Yeah, talking about you gonna learn today. No,
everything
I don't want
just
my
flapping.
son
Everything just
to
flapping.
learn today. No.
Quick education in sex ed.
No. And the little girl, ew. Yes, that's ew. I don't want to see no old man's pecker flying all over the place. And I'm pretty sure them kids don't want to see some 40-year-old or even 30-year-old with their coolie lips out.
I know. You got some managed tail boys out there, you know.
Exactly.
You got some managed tail boys.
And then especially if you got a male child and you coming up there looking crazy, and then some of their friends might see you with all your junk out, and they gonna be messing with that child.
He gonna have to fight that day.
He gonna have to fight.
He gonna have to fight that day.
They talking about his mama.
He talking about his mama. They gonna have to fight that day.
That ain't cool. Don't put your kids in situations. Don't do that. Like I said, school is hard enough as it is. You know, you got butthole teachers. You got everything else you got to deal with school. That they don't need to have to defend their parents. Like I say that again. They don't need to have to do that.
Yeah, because you go up there, your parents looking all crazy. You know, they gonna have to do that. Yeah. Whether they talking good or nasty about the situation. You know, the kids ain't gonna take it at that. They gonna be insulted. You know, guy coming to you hollering about, oh boy, your mama fine.
Yeah.
Your mama fine. Oh man, your mama came up there with them little shorts on.
Like Miss Parker from Friday.
I know, and there it is right there. The little boy that punched him in the mouth.
Yeah.
You know?
Some people don't, let's try to set the best example for our kids. We can't tell our kids to pull their pants up and to, because
dress appropriately.
Yeah, because we're their parent and they supposed to do what we say. No, we also got to be role models. We got to show them, not just always tell them. You know what I'm saying? We got to show them and be the role model for our kids. Because if we're not the role models, guess what? They online finding one.
And that's not always the best solution, trust me. Oh my goodness.
So if they online finding one, that means they're going to idol a celebrity, a rapper, or whoever, and they're going to be looking up to them, and then next thing you know, they're going to be mimicking their behavior or their attire and stuff like that. So we got to be the best that we can be so that our kids also want to be the best. I like I said, I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't think it's going to be able to be passed as a rule. You know, I don't think so.
Okay.
So
cool.
That was great. So what else you got, babe?
That's all the little tidbits I thought was kind of funny and interesting. You know, I just wanted to get the people's opinion and yours on that to find out, what could they actually do to parents if they try to enforce this dress code for parents in certain schools coming up?
Oh man, they're gonna be doing that. It's gonna be a wrap. You just gonna have to pray and hope that you don't have to see nobody's mama's boobies out or no pecker swinging and they ain't got no drawers on underneath their shorts. And we just
let's just pray and hope. Yeah,
that's all we can do. And hey, we just got to move on. So this past weekend, guys, we did go see the Avengers End Game. We did go see the Avengers.
Which was a wonderful movie. It was too doggone long though, but it was a great movie. Great movie.
I got a problem with this movie.
What's the problem?
I feel like how you felt when you talked about Aquaman.
Okay.
What you're not gonna do is turn
Lord,
Hollywood husband.
I know where we going. Okay.
Chris Hemsworth into a freaking pot-bellied drunk. This is my Hollywood husband.
They do this to all the superheroes.
This is the only white man that I love.
I tell you, y'all hear this, don't you? Y'all hear this? Yeah, it's crazy.
This is the only white man that I love. And if I ever lose Michael, I'm going for him.
Oh.
This is my Hollywood husband. All right, so don't do me, because you know you like the Harley Quinn girl that was in Suicide Squad now. So if we were talking about her, you probably would say something, but she's not in the Avengers. So anyway, you got to say that. You can roll your eyes. They can't see your eyes. Anyway, but Thor's got this pot belly. They done turned him into a drunk.
And that was funny, too.
And
He was the comedic relief.
For me. That did it for me. I had no more for the Avengers. I was disgusted, just like how you were when you saw Aquaman.
Yeah, that movie, I tell you, yeah. But overall, it was a great movie. I don't like the way they portrayed the Hulk either. David Banner and the Hulk became one. Not like they were like different personalities or whatever. They actually became one. He had the size, the muscles, and the build of the Hulk, but he was David Banner face and personality.
Yeah, and smart.
It's kind of strange to see the two together
that
like that.
That was a comic relief too.
Yeah, that was kind of strange. So, Hollywood, y'all do a lot of things and y'all change a lot of stuff. But like I said, overall, it was a pretty good movie. It had a couple of little hiccups to me, but it was a pretty good movie. And like I said, way too long. The movie was like, 4 hours and 10 minutes long?
No, it was almost 3 hours though, for real.
I was like, what?
And I don't know if all the theaters got the same previews, but you had at least about 20 minutes of commercials and previews. So, because we went in there at 5:30, the movie didn't even start almost 6 o'clock. So, yeah, previews and commercials, like literal commercials now. I thought, when did they start doing the literal commercial? It used to only be movie previews before the movie come on. Now they got commercial. I got to look at a daggone Chevrolet truck.
Yeah, they changing a lot in those theaters, boy.
Coca-Colas and all kind of different commercials that you see. If I was at the house watching TV, I didn't spend no money on no movie to watch no commercial.
Yeah, I skip the commercials when I do YouTube. I don't want to see all that mess.
I know, right? That's why I look at a lot of stuff on the commercial-free things online or either on the Fire Stick or something. I don't want to see that. But so I mean, overall, I liked the movie, but I really do feel like they changed a lot of people.
Yeah, they did in this movie. I mean, a lot of them had a lot of different looks, and Tony Stark looked like he had cancer.
At the beginning, oh my God, he looked horrible.
They had to do a lot of preparation for this movie, you know, and it was strange to see the characters in these different looks that you were not accustomed seeing them in. Mm-hmm. Like Thor, the Hulk, and you got
Thor took the cake with that pot belly.
Yeah, and you got, like I said, you got the Iron Man, It was crazy. It was crazy. But, like we said, overall it's a good movie. We do recommend you guys check it out. But the reason why we brought it up, because Bae, she says it has a lot of hidden messages in there, honey. A lot of hidden messages.
A lot of people are saying that the End Game, the Avengers End Game, is like a biblical prophecy or whatever. It's kind of like Revelations type comparison that they doing.
Yeah, I can see that.
Some of the scriptures, comparing Thanos to the devil and the different gods and all that type of stuff. And the stones and all this type of stuff. So, they some of the theologians and scholars out there, they are, discussing the End Game like they are foreshadowing the end of times, like they, it's prophesied in the Bible in Revelation. So, you can see that in a lot of different movies, Yeah.
Trying to give you, like they say, subliminal messages about what's to come.
Yeah, what's
basically,
to come. Yeah. So I feel like, it's a lot of things that's going to come out that's going to touch on those areas, whether you pick up on it or not. You know what I mean? Because a lot of stuff is in subliminal messages. And if you just looking at the surface and not trying to go deeper with the messaging, you're going to miss it. It's kind of like the movie Bird Box. I mean, think about it. Could that really happen, that wicked spirits roam the earth? Could that be an end time type of scenario too? The movie with Sandra Bullock.
Yeah, that's something to think about. That was a good movie too, but that's something to think about.
And so she got blindfolds on. She got her kids blindfolded. Because if they take them off, an evil spirit is going to make them kill themselves.
Yeah, the old saying, the eyes are the gateway to the soul. Yeah. So that's something you got to think about.
So a lot of these movies, I feel like they probably are. They probably are hitting that, and using subtle biblical things behind it to show you that, hey, time is winding.
Yes, it is. And babe, on speaking on that note, you can look way back. Let's look at the Matrix, the very first Matrix. About, if you look into it, about how deep the Matrix goes. It's crazy. It's giving us, messages and thoughts about the world we're living in is fake. We're asleep. Basically, we're asleep. And think about it. Yeah. What they're actually saying. We're asleep. Do you want to take the blue pill or the red pill? Do you want to wake up to the real world, or do you want to live in that fantasy world?
Right.
Where everybody's living out there with your nice suits, the sun is purity, and everybody is eating steaks, and you know what I mean? Yeah, you want that? You want that fake beautiful world, or do you want the real world where the sun is burned through nuclear war? You're in a war with robots, so to speak. You're in the war and you're eating mush, living in a spaceship.
Yeah, and the ones that are actually unplugged. Yeah. You getting chased by agents when you're plugged to do whatever you got to do.
Exactly. So it goes that far. And look at iRobot with Will Smith when they did that about robots walking among us. And then we did the show a while back called Android Sex Dolls. Come on. Come on now. And guys are using this for sexual pleasure. These things are talking and giving pleasure to humans.
Right.
And the Will Smith movie hit it on that way. I don't know when Will Smith movie came out, iRobot, but you're absolutely right when you talk about these movies giving us messages of what to come.
On that topic that you just said about the we did a show about Android sex dolls, one of our earlier shows, and it's funny that you said that because I actually looked at a YouTube video just the other day and I forgot to say something to you about it. But I looked at a movie, like a little mini documentary on YouTube. And this guy, believe it or not, y'all, he had his wife head. She's not a whole body, so she's like shoulders up, kind of like the kind of mannequin you'll put your wig on. Yeah. So he had a android design that looks just like his wife. It's only the head and shoulders. She's got a wig on, and it's her voice, and she is programmed to talk, and to answer certain questions. You can talk to her. It's kind of like Siri.
Yeah,
you know,
the basic principle of the
Android.
Uh-huh.
So it's like Siri, but they was able to actually put her voice in it and her personality. They said,
wow. And that's strange if a guy would do that, because what's the purpose of getting an Android sex doll and you got your wife right there and you got the face?
He said that he could not live without her if she died. That's the point behind it.
Oh,
yeah. He
so
said that he said he don't think he would be able to live life if she died without being able to talk to her and hear her voice and everything. Because they had been, and actually it's an interracial couple.
Oh,
it was an interracial couple. So there's a white guy married to a black woman, and they've been married over 20 something years, got kids, and then they live over in London or somewhere. But anyway, but yeah, that was his whole thing. He said he did not want to not be on the earth and she's gone and he cannot hear her voice. So that was his reason. So no, they ain't using it. He's perfecting
like on a self-pleasuring type thing.
No, because it's just a head and a shoulder.
Oh, okay. So I thought he was going to put it on the actual Android sex doll for the whole thing. Okay.
He just want to be able to talk to her. So she's just going to be that head
without
and shoulder.
A torso.
Yeah, without a torso.
Okay, gotcha.
That's creepy.
Well, yeah.
Because it's just like you got a head talking. And I know exactly what it was. It was not on a documentary on YouTube. I look at so many, I done got it confused. It was on the show with Morgan Freeman, about God. Let me look it up real quick. Did you know that show that it was on the History Channel? Y'all might have seen it. Morgan Freeman is the host, and he's also in there, and it's called The Story of God. That's it. The Story of God with Morgan Freeman. And I'm sorry, I said it was the History Channel. No, it's National Geographic Channel. So, and it had a few seasons. Had 2 seasons, and it came out in 2017 to 2018. So I don't know if they're going to come back with season 3 for 2019. So far, he's had 2 seasons of it. But I saw it on the first season where he was somewhere, like I said, and they were showed their Android. And that's just so funny, you know, to keep on that line. Think about the movie Us. Mm-hmm. And think about the one we just seen, the Avengers. Mm-hmm. In the movie The Avengers, they go back. This is the end game, y'all. They go back into time, because if you've seen the first one, Thanos got all the stones in Infinity War and
made everybody disappear.
Mm-hmm. So in the second one, if you hadn't already seen it, they cut Thanos' head off. Thor gets mad, so Thanos is dead, and now he's the only one. He said he crushed the stones. Mm-hmm. So that means that the people that they lost, Black Panther, all the rest of them, that they lost, Peter Parker, they gone forever. Mm-hmm. So what they wind up doing is they wind up going back in time. And when they went back in time,
brought Thanos back.
They brought Thanos back, and they was able to get the stones first, and then they got and then Thanos wasn't even supposed to do. You know, the daughter did that. I forgot her name. The one that really do look like a robot. But anyway, so they eventually at the end. My point is, eventually at the end, you might have had more than one. And like, you know, you got your present self and then your past self. Yeah,
because Captain America actually fought himself.
Yeah, he had to fight himself. Yeah, exactly. And then Thanos' daughter, remember, she had to fight herself. Yep. Mm-hmm. You know, so that's what I'm saying. You see a lot of doppelgangers. The same thing I said for the movie Us.
Kind of like a twin, guys.
Yeah,
if y'all didn't catch the other one, kind of like a twin.
Yeah, a twin. So they did the doppelganger type of thing with Marvel, you know, bringing your past self and your future self together, and your past and your future self is meeting each other. And then if y'all got a chance to see the movie Us, you know what happened with that. You had a person that lived on the earth, and you had your clone, your doppelganger, under the earth. And then the people that's under the earth is plotting to come up top and take y'all out with a pair of gold scissors.
Yeah, they were doing a lot of slicing too.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, that can be something else that you could look at as the end times. I mean, because this is like an apocalyptic thing. These people are coming up out of earth and killing people. slaying them. Mm-hmm. And only they are left. So if you kill everybody else, right? Think about this. Go deep on y'all. If you kill everybody else, just like Thanos, if you kill everybody else and you only leaving 1/3. So they're only leaving the part of them that is, that has been below the earth. So would that be like the same thing?
Yeah.
Kind of, sort of?
Yeah, of course. Like, it's apocalyptic, like you said. And think about it in the Bible when, the father, destroyed the earth and left only Noah and his family. Mm-hmm. So it's the same thing. You destroy the earth, you leave a few, and you try to recreate the humankind, because humankind gets so out of control. So, Thanos, that's what he was trying to do. But he wanted to be the god of that world. See, and that's the thing that lets us know that was satanic, because, Satan, the enemy, tried to do the same thing. Mm-hmm. He wanted to be the ruler of the world. So that's why he was cast out of heaven, because he tried to, be in control, and it wasn't working like that. So that's why they're comparing this thing to certain biblical terms and biblical tales, because of the fact that it's so closely related. It's very closely related. Thanos, wanted to destroy the world and leave only 1/3 of the people, in the Bible, when God destroyed the world, with the water, and spared Noah and his family. So, it's real close. It's real close.
And, in Revelation, it talks about it too. It talks about how, a certain, percentage amount a fraction amount is going to be I can't tell you exactly, I read it, but I can't tell you the exact verse, but going to be destroyed, and then another part of that percent that wasn't destroyed is going to be destroyed. So it's like it tells you in Revelation about those type of things. So I feel like that's the reason why that they going biblical with it. But it's just looking at the movies, guys, just comparing it. Us just came out. Was that was in March, wasn't it? End of March.
Sure.
I want to say, it was in March. That was when Khalil came home for his long weekend. So yeah, that was in March. And then now we got Avengers the next month. And so like I said, the doppelganger thing, all this like cloning type thing. What's going on with this cloning? And now they got the under cities. Do you know, guys, there is a lot of underground cities all over the world. So Jordan Peele was not far-fetched when he was talking about that. A bunch of y'all probably know there's one right in Crystal City, Arlington, Virginia, which is right there by the Pentagon, in the downtown area of Washington, D.C. And I mean, they got office buildings, shopping centers, corridors, and even residents living underground. They don't even have to come up. They ain't even got to come up. They can shop and do everything they need to do underground.
Yeah, and the guys, don't forget, the ones close to our area, the one right up the road, Atlanta. Yeah. I mean, I've been to Atlanta underground several times.
Yeah,
so
and you ain't thinking about it along
those lines, but, now that we're dabbling into, a different way of thinking, guys, you got underground cities everywhere, and Atlanta's underground city is freaking cool. They got everything you want down there. Restaurants, shopping places. They got everything. Yeah. So if you big, we're telling the truth. It's not far-fetched. It's not far-fetched at all.
Us is talking about there's other people underneath the ground that look just like us.
Yeah, ain't no telling who down there.
But, like you said, there's a whole other cities underground. And Atlanta, everybody pretty much has heard of Atlanta underground.
Yeah, same thing.
Have you been underground? And that kind of stuff. So, they are actually all over the world, not just in the United States. They are all over the world. So, like I say, almost everything is Google search away.
Yeah,
y'all
exactly.
Don't believe it. So look it up on Wikipedia.
Exactly. So, like we tell you, the stuff we tell y'all, it's not too far-fetched, and we got, stuff to back this up. So if you don't, trust what we're saying, just Google it and you can find out. Just go down that rabbit hole. I'm telling you, you'll find some interesting things. But guys, pay attention to these movies, because a lot of people try to tell us things, from the things we're saying to about, the alleged Illuminati, the hand signals of these Illuminati members. I mean, you can look at, videos, you can look at, sports figures when, and politicians or whatever, when they're giving speeches or doing whatever. Look at these gestures that they're making. What are they trying to say? You ask yourself, What is all of this? And when you pay attention and you go back and look at these things, when people point them out to you, you notice that they are really doing this.
Yeah.
They are really doing it. They are throwing up these signs. Beyonce,
movies,
Jay-Z, DMX was doing it. All types of people doing it. I'm talking about religious figures too, guys. Religious figures too. Be careful. Yeah. Religious figures are throwing up these signs too. What do these signs mean? What does all these signs mean?
Yeah, because y'all see, like the hand gesture or whatever, just like somebody throwing up a peace sign or something like that. You looking at it as cool, but they are actually throwing up whatever it is that they are a part of. And if you're not a part of it, you can just see them just throwing up the number one, and it's like they pointing up to God. So that means that they're, talking about God number one or something like that. And it don't even have nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got nothing to do with it. There might be they hand gesture because they a Mason or something like that. So you don't even know what they doing. They might be in Freemasonry. They could be, what it is, the 5%ers and all them
all
other,
that good stuff. All those Illuminati and for the thug guys out there, come on, Bloods and Crips, y'all known for hand signals.
Yeah,
and it's the same principle. Bloods and Crips got their own thing. They alleged. I keep saying that the alleged Illuminati and the powers, so-called powers to be, and all these things. Satanic worshipers. Witches. I mean, guys, a lot of things that people don't believe in, that doesn't necessarily mean it's not true and it's not happening. Just because you're not aware or you don't believe in it, that's not going to stop it from happening. It's not going to stop it. So, we just asking y'all, stay woke, pay attention. That's it. Just pay attention, and you'll start noticing these small things. Pay attention.
Just pay attention, because a lot of things that has happened, that's just like, think about it, guys. I don't know if y'all look at Family Guy, but that's like Family Guy, prophesied pretty much that Caitlyn Jenner was going to be a woman, Bruce Jenner.
Yeah, way before.
Yeah, years ago. How could they guess that? How? And that has happened on several things in TV shows and in, you looking at that to be funny, and then next thing you know, this mug really is done changed to be a woman.
Looking a hot mess.
No, but I'm just saying.
I know, right?
That's what I'm saying. Now, right now, we might think nothing of these movies, but who to say what's going to happen 10 years from now? Yeah. And they could be foreshadows of what's to come, and you don't know. Now, I ain't trying to scare y'all. We're just saying, a lot of these things is what they say is stranger than fiction. Yeah,
those things that we throwing out there to find interesting, and we asking you guys, hey, prove us wrong. Google it, do the Google searches, do your little investigation, and just pay attention. Just pay attention. We just trying to tell y'all on the way that of something you might not be aware of.
Yeah. So when you look at the Avengers End Game, Infinity War, any of these things like that, that's talking on these apocalyptic type scenarios like Us and all these, even Get Out, look at these. I showed Babe a video, guy, then we're gonna get up out of here. I showed Babe a video where they showed at least 3 basketball players just frozen.
Yeah, that was crazy, like frozen in mid suspension.
Yeah, they couldn't move. I mean, I don't know this basketball player now, I forgot his name.
Curry was one.
Yeah, he just standing there and somebody's adjusting your mic. I mean, they're all on you and you have not even blinked. You ain't moved not 1 second. Like there was a glitch in the matrix. You could not even move. And they asking them, are they robots?
Yeah, and and Family Guy did a thing about that too, about Miley Cyrus, remember?
Yeah.
Family Guy picked at that because Miley Cyrus was a robot. Yeah. And Stewie came in there, he was a big fan. Oh my goodness, that's Miley Cyrus. And she was a freaking robot.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Family Guy was made part of that too. Yeah.
See, it's crazy now. It's crazy. So a lot of these movies, they're going to be showing you stuff, and you just got to just pay attention to a lot of this stuff, because the world has really, really changed since we were kids. Anybody that's 40 years of age, or even 35, I even dare say 35, it's different. It's different.
Yeah, times have changed so bad. When we were coming up, we in our 40s, like you say, 35 and up. We look at the world and we'll say, back in my day, that's what we love to say. And we thought our parents were crazy when they were saying that. And look at us. We're our parents, because every generation things change dramatically. You see all these movies about the Jetsons and flying cars and stuff. Guys, we got self-driving cars now. Cars drive by themselves. You never would have thought it 10 years ago, 20 years ago. You never would have thought it. You would have looked at us like, oh man, y'all stop acting crazy. You remember Night Industry 2000, Knight Rider? Mm-hmm. That was the first car that was driven by itself. Mm-hmm. And now guess what?
They do it. And
so pay attention.
And the car can talk to you.
Yeah, cause my car can talk.
Android,
yeah, exactly. My car talk. I tell my car. Yeah, exactly. I tell my car to dial my wife, and my car tell it dialing star. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you seeing these things, don't keep looking at them just as for entertainment. They could be foreshadowing stuff.
Like we said about the Knight Rider, self-driving cars. We thought that was crazy back in the 80s. Mm-hmm. I think that was Knight Rider was popular back in the 80s.
Yeah.
Guys, we got self-driving cars now. Wake up, stay woke.
Yeah. Yeah. But all in all, going back to the movie, all in all, it was a good movie. It
Great
was good.
movie. I loved it. If you got 4 or 5 hours to kill, go watch the movie.
4 or 5.
I'm stretching it, guys, but it was a long movie. It was a long movie.
Yeah, it was a long movie. And I feel like they probably did drag it on a little bit more than they needed to.
Yeah.
To get it to the end, really. To get it to the end, to bring it all together. Because at first I was like, you were like, and I was thinking it, this is going to be another part.
Another part until they brought it all together at the very end. Yeah, I thought it was going to be another part. It could have been, really. A whole nother a thought process. But, they ended it, so hey.
Yep. All right then, babe. So you got anything else you want to talk about?
No, babe. That's about it. All right,
I'm going to give y'all a preview to a show that I talked to babe about doing. And I would like to put it out Monday, but I don't know because Mike got to work this weekend. So I don't know we'll have time to record it. But if not, we'll definitely have it out there for you guys Friday. I want it out before Friday because I really want to talk to babe about this. So I'm going to go ahead and throw it out there so y'all can be listening and looking forward for your notification. But I want to ask babe, what do you do? And I'm asking my Lunch Talk family too. What do you do when you don't like your spouse?
Wow. Okay, that's gonna be interesting.
And the reason why I'm asking this is because I ain't gonna call nobody out. No, not by name, but a guy that I know does not like his wife at all.
I know you told me some stories about that. That's crazy.
I ain't gonna call out because I don't know who's listening. But I could not believe it. And I'm going to tell y'all all about how he said and what he said on that show. But what do you do when you don't like your spouse? I mean, like, people literally get on each other's nerves. Yeah.
Yeah, but literally don't
I know
like
I get on Mike's nerves.
And I get on her. Yeah, I get on her too.
But I love him.
But not to the point of I don't like my wife.
I don't like him. I want him to step outside and get hit by a bus. I don't like him.
That bad, guys. That bad.
Yeah, just really straight up don't like him. Kind of like that old couple that was on The Living Color.
Yeah, we still together.
Yeah, we still together. But when they, when people are around, they in love. But when people are not around, they trying to kill each other. Yeah,
they checking your nose, see if you're breathing while you sleep. And then getting mad when you're still breathing. Yeah. That type of stuff we talk about. Exactly.
So me and Mike gonna have ourselves a little conversation about that. So if y'all got any ideas on what do you do, hit us up at lunchtalkshow@gmail.com. We'd love to read some of y'all's tips on the show. So if y'all can get that to me this weekend, that would be great. All right. Thank you so much again for tuning in to Lunch Talk with Mike and Star.
All right, you nailed it.
I know. I had to really think about it. Lunch Talk with the Carter still slides off the tongue just so easy.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we really do appreciate you tuning in. As always, you can listen to us on Radio Public. You can listen to us on Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and you can listen to the audio on YouTube as well. So you don't have no excuse.
Oh, yeah. We on all of them. So whichever one you decide, that's the one we're on.
That's the one we're on. So make sure you guys are clicking on your notifications and you subscribing on your different platforms. And we told you guys, if y'all do hear the ads, just know when it comes on that it's still us. And just wait on the Uh-oh.
Yep.
You know what that sound means. All right, guys. So have a wonderful weekend. Try not to go out on Saturday and do no naked gardening. I don't want nobody to get locked up for indecent exposure. So if you are going to be outside gardening naked, please have some privacy hedges or something. Don't scare the kids.
I know, right? Torment them for life.
I know. All right, dear guys. I hope y'all have a great weekend. Be safe.
All right,
peace.